Right here, down. Protect the out. We put the work in. Let's finish. Come on, let's do this. Man, we gonna do 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
See, we dream chase, cause that's all we was given to start with. Then we realized the dream was obtainable. Now look at us.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. We're glad you're here with us, and we appreciate that. What's going on, Eagles Nation? Welcome to the Main Thing Podcast Presents. It's your boy, Mr. Owens, and after further review, the call stands. I'm still official with no stripes.
What's going on, Eagles family? This is your guy, Big Huss, the one you trust, bringing you all your Philadelphia Eagles news. We're going to starting off today with recapping this last game, man. Eagles Browns, some stuff to dig into, good and bad. What you got for Mr. Owens? How you feeling about this last game?
So this last game, man, I feel a little optimistic, even though we didn't put everything together all at once. We still came out as a unit. We still played sound football. We played smart football outside of some penalties. Some of them were definitely our fault, but others we could have avoided. But overall, I like where we're headed. I like the fact that we came out with a little bit more aggression and a little bit more intensity and tenacity at home, especially at the Link. I believe that they fed off the fans. For sure.
And I agree with you. It's definitely a moment to be cautiously optimistic. There were some good and some bad. I like how defensively we came out, like you said, more aggressive than usual, handled business, didn't give up unopportunistic drives or whatever the case may be. Offensively, still some things to work on, but it was a clean game. And let's start there. Clean game. That's something that fans, players, coaches, everybody, media, everybody's been asking for. So it was great to see that out of QB1 and just the team overall.
For sure. And definitely to touch on, like you said, QB1, he definitely had an amazing game. I like the fact that he was smart with the football. He was decisive with the football. He took care of the football. It didn't hurt that he did have some of his toys and his weapons back in the arsenal in the fold. But that's what I definitely wanted to see from QB1. I know that the decision making is there, but it's also just being smart with the football, knowing that you can't turn over the football and put us in bad situations. Unfortunately, sometimes a coach gets in the way as well, but us as players on the field, we have to know better, know the situation, be aware, and just play smart and decisive football.
For sure. Yeah, like you said, QB1 had a great game. Started a little slow, started off 0 for 5, but from that moment on, picked it up, finished 16 to 25 for 264 yards. Believe over 30 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns, and had a passer rating over 150. Great game. Great game. Did well versus the blitz, had over 105 yards versus the blitz. And like you said, major thing, did not turn the ball over. Clean game, man. When Jalen doesn't turn the ball over, the Eagles are 11-1. And then we need to start that trend. I mean, let's kill the trend of us giving the ball away, every game, and starting slow. And that's one of the things that we still need to work on as far as starting slow. Let's kind of come out the gate running.
Firing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like firing all cylinders. But QB1, great game, bro. Great game. For sure.
Solid game. For sure. Yeah. QB1, like I said, we know that we only go as far as you take us. So great start coming out the bye week. It seemed as though, like you said, that was one of the most beneficial, if not the most beneficial, bye week that you had. in your career. So very, very optimistic about the trajectory of the offense, and not only the offense, the team in general.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Like I said, it was good being healthy out there, man. AJ clearly, bro, the keys or the starter to this offense, man. Came out, bro, had 6 catches, over 100 yards, touchdown. I mean, when he
116.
yeah, bro, when he's going, the offense is going.
Hmm.
I mean, you gotta feed Swole, Batman. Smitty didn't have a good game. Those guys, this is their first game back. You know, Smitty coming out of concussion protocol, AJ Brown hamstring injury.
Hmm.
But man, great game for the receivers. It was good to see Calcaterra step up.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
receiving wise, yeah, he's a force to be reckoned with.
He is.
No lie.
He is, and to touch on Smitty, even though Smitty didn't have a good game statistically, just his presence alone, being out there, helped open up some of the plays that were to be had on the field. Especially like you said, having Swole Batman back, he's clearly a difference maker. I'll
Absolutely.
argue that he's the best receiver in the league. You can say Justin Jefferson, you can go Tyreek Hill, you can go whoever. Me clearly, I feel in no bias that he's the best receiver in the league. Nobody is doing what he's doing on a consistent basis. He puts up astronomical numbers. He makes the big boy catches and the big boy plays. You can't guard him one on one. You can't guard him in man. You can't guard him in zone. It just he's a clear difference maker, and to have him out there, it was refreshing to see. Like you said, we constantly move the ball up and down in between the 20s with ease. Nobody can stop us there, but like I said, it's definitely a great sight to see AJ and Smitty and everybody just back healthy. But unfortunately, we did take some injuries this past game, but just having them back, that was major.
Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. And then as far as Saquon goes, Saquon has clearly been the Mr. Consistent as far as his offense goes for real, but this is probably one of his worst games, man. 18 for 47, missed a couple pass pros. There was a 3rd and short, I believe, right before half where he could have put his foot in the ground, kind of got a field, got the first down. I mean, even if he gets tackled inbounds, still 3 timeouts, but misjudged. Ended up being short, you know, and it was kind of costly in that moment for real. After that play, there was a bit of a 7-point swing, and we ended up going to the half 10-10. But one of his worst games, not really concerned about it. But I would like the offense to get a little bit more creative and helping Saquon out as far as the run game goes. I feel like our run game is a little blah. I think in some aspects we expect Saquon to be Saquon and go make plays. Man, like, let's game some stuff up for Saquon, help him out a little bit, you know, especially with this O-line.
For sure. Yeah, man. Definitely, like you said, not one of Saquon's most efficient or best games so far in his Eagle career here. But like you said and touched on, he has been the most consistent, the most reliable person, not on just only the offense, but on the team in general. So some of that remedy I feel that can be solved for the slow starts is getting Saquon more involved. It's no reason why at halftime a featured back of Saquon's caliber should only have 6 carries for 5 yards. That's asinine. It's no reason. We paid him to come here and do what he does best. He's an all-around back. Feature him as such. Yeah, we have the playmakers and everything outside, but I feel that, like you said, we need to be more creative with the run game. I feel that we need to get more under center, run more downhill. When you do that, that brings up the linebackers, that brings up the safeties, that puts heavy boxes. So with that, okay, you wear them out. You keep running. You impose your will. Once you do that on the defense, boom, that opens up the deep pass game and a deep play game, big play. So I just feel that with Kellen Moore or whoever's calling the offense right now needs to be more creative. We need to do more downhill running with Saquon in between the tackles. He's not afraid to get up in there, but if it is Nick Sirianni calling the plays, he need to get out of the way. He need to get out of Dodge, bro.
Nah, for sure. And like we spoke off camera, as far as the offensive goes, we need to take the Detroit Lions approach as far as starting with that run game to open up the pass game. You know what I mean? Especially with this O-line, the back that we have. I'm not really a fan of passing the ball to run, especially because defenses are looking for us to do that with all the passing weapons we have for real. With this O-line, like you said, lean on the run game, beat them up a little bit, sprinkling Kenny Gainwell, sprinkling Will Shipley, and then, you know what I mean, start hitting your play action, deep pass game. You know, things will open up for you, truly, especially with the weapons that we have on outside. But we need to start with establishing the run. Like you said, 6 carries in the first half against the Browns. Dude, like, what are we doing?
Come on now, and no slight to the Browns. The Browns do have a solid.
No, for sure. But
yeah,
come on, man, 6 carries is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's a average tailback back here, bro. It's on Saquon Barkley. I mean, let's get busy. You know, so but some things to clean up, but moving in the right direction, like we said, starting with no turnovers. No turnovers. That's a great place to start, and it was good to see. Good to see.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely great to see. Like we said, the offensive line had a solid outing on Sunday, other than the snap by Cam Jurgens, which I'm pretty sure will be cleaned up. But in the 5th game, I feel like that shouldn't be happening in a center to quarterback exchange. But overall, outside of that, the offensive line played well. Mekhi Becton did well. Lane, like you always say, paved the lane. He handled his obligations and duties against one of the best, if not the best, defensive end in the league. Shout out to Myles Garrett. Hey, Howie, you know what time it is.
Hey,
ski. Get the ski out, Howie. But if you know, you know.
Right. For real.
But and then of course Landon Dickerson did his thing at left guard. Unfortunately, Mailata did get injured with the hammy and things like that. But Fred Johnson came in, looked serviceable. So it was a great sight to see again, Stout coaching up that offensive line, that group, and just always putting out a great product on the field.
For sure. Moving to the defensive side of the ball. Hey, man, like, I'm not going to sit up here and act like the Browns offense is loaded all like that, you know, but at one time the offensive line was considered to be one of the better units in the league. You know, you still had a couple weapons out there, and Njoku and, you know, Cooper, you know, those things, but the D-line ball. They didn't allow a touchdown all game. This is the 2nd game, I believe, this year where the defense didn't allow a touchdown.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
They balled out D-line. Bro, this one, once again, I know it's the Browns, who takes a little bit of a grain of salt, but D-line put on a showcase, man.
Put on a clinic.
That, man, look, exactly what we've been wanting to see, they did. They did. I mean, leader Brandon Graham, BG, what's this, 15th season?
15th.
Still getting it done.
Hey.
Still getting it done. Hey, buddy, come on back for a 16.
Come on back. Yes. Hey, we campaigning. We've been on the Main Thing podcast present for campaigning.
Hey, come on, man. We love to have you back. You're still producing. You're still looking young. Your savviness and film study showed up in the game. You calling out plays and making a play. Hey, man. BG, you're a legend, bro. Love you, dog. For real.
And shout out to him for his 200th game as well.
Yeah,
too.
Hell yeah.
That, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But the defensive line, I believe they tallied up about 5 sacks, had 4 tackles for loss. I believe 9 or 10 quarterback hits off the top of my head. They masterclass. Like I said, starting with BG, Jalen Carter. He was being Jalen Carter in this game.
Exactly.
For sure. For sure. It was good to see him back. Like I said, now let's stack him, man. The thing with him is just being consistent.
He knows he has that potential of greatness. It's just like you said, just him being more consistent on a weekend basis, man.
Absolutely. Jordan Davis. Now, Jordan Davis was actually, as I don't want to say alarming, not alarming, what's the word I want? Shocking, as this may sound. He was our highest graded defender last week.
But why was that?
Hey, like less snaps, I believe. Less snaps, bro. Maybe keeping them healthier or keeping them fresher. You know what I mean? Not as fatigued, but He had his second TFL, and he his presence was felt when it was needed to be felt.
Definitely.
Type deal.
Mhm.
I felt some of the other interior D linemen maybe might have had better overall games, like Moro Jomu, who didn't show up in the stat sheet, but you could clearly see his presence on the field. It was there.
He
Yeah, I
definitely
mean,
flashed.
yeah, definitely flashed. Definitely flashed. He'll be somebody who I'll continue to look at and see how he progresses and grows. But it's trending in the right direction, fam.
Mr. D Book.
Hey, bro, he's another
Come on,
one.
bro. Come on,
Hey,
bro.
only played, I believe, 7 or 8 snaps, man. Registered a half a sack. He's another one. He's a dude who I'm noticing he's kind of like a Nolan, where it's always a go hard.
Mhm.
You know what I
High
mean?
motor.
High motor guy,
High
bro.
motor.
And I love to see it, especially out of your big men. You know what I'm saying? We need that. We need that. But speaking of Nolan had a sack and had a nice stop, I believe, on Deshaun Watson inside the red zone. We kept this.
Yeah.
Yep. Kept leverage, kept outside shoulder clean. Made a quick
Come
play on
here.
Deshaun. Yeah, bro.
Get over here.
And it's plays like that for him where I think it's more of a confidence thing. Hey, man, I can make these plays and going out and do it and going out and doing it. It was great to see Milton Williams had a half sack, Moro Jomo, Thomas Booker. Hey, Bryce Huff.
Psyched to see.
Definitely.
I guess he got the memo we was looking for him, for real, man.
Hey, man, they found him, bro. They found him.
Okay? You're safe. It's okay, you're with us now.
And as crazy as it sounds, him standing up versus going to a 4-point stance, it really might be the difference in his effectiveness. It unlocked everything for him. You saw the speed off the edge. You actually saw a little bit of power. And at first, from watching the first 4 or 5 games, when I saw him, I was like, man, is his only move the outside speed rush? You know what I mean? He hit my man with a counter. Came back underneath. I'm like, okay, he got a couple moves in his repertoire for real. It was good to see him start having some production and flashing for all the money that we paid him. So it, once again, trending in the right direction. Let's build on this.
For sure. And to add on a little bit to you, to your point, a little bit in the arsenal, I know with his size, his height, his base, he can do more spin moves. He can get in, even like you say, he just hit the counter on Bull. He come in, boom, low leverage, low man, wins all the time. Come in, boom, step hard to the outside, funnel spin, come back in. Add that to your pass repertoire. I believe I saw some of that on some of his pass rush film last year with the Jets. So I'm like, dude, just because you change teams, bruh, it ain't no need to change your approach. You feel me? Keep your approach. Keep your weapons in your arsenal and apply them. But like you said, it was just good to see him at least like notice him on the field, because all the previous games, bro, it just seems like, all right, bro, we know you're number 0, but you just don't seem to be in the game, bro. You don't make no plays. You're just not there. But yeah, overall, great sight, man.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely trending in the right direction. Shout out to Fangio for actually listening to his players and, and allowing them to go out there and see what works. See what works. You know what I mean? When he was with the Jets, they called him the Bugatti, because it's all about for him. It's all about the get off. If he's not getting off, he can't create that speed, the power, those type moves. So it's good to see him getting more comfortable. Hey, Bryce, keep working, baby. It should happen for you, dog.
Yeah,
should happen for you. Moving now to the back end. You know what I mean? Where we play, where we like to really watch, bro. Hey, man, the rookie duo, Quinyon and Cooper DeJean, bro, they gonna be a force to reckon with, bro.
Them Bulls, bro. Come on now, we got some of the ones.
Yeah,
we got some of the ones for sure. People always want to give hoopla and everything to Howie about missing on draft picks, and rightfully so. Howie has missed on some, but give him his flowers when he hits. This is a position that we have not had stability at in quite a while, since I want to say the last solid corner for us was Asante. Shout out Asante.
Sure.
You feel me? But just having Cooper and Quinyon, it just makes it's working wonders right now, man. They just seem like they're like light years ahead of their time. They seem like they're getting more comfortable in the feel and the speed of the game. So it's just great to have that, because like we were talking off camera, Huss, we were at a point where when a corner went down, we're like, man, who we going to? We gonna have to sign somebody off the street. We gonna have to. It's, you see what I'm saying? Now it's
It was Slim
refreshing.
Pickens.
Yeah, Slim Pickens. You feel me? Now it's refreshing to have those type of caliber players in the building, especially with them being rookies. They just have so much growth, and I'm very excited about what their future holds with the Birds, man.
Absolutely. Quinion's already shown that he's one of the top cornerbacks in the league, especially on the outside. He's already proven it on a week-to-week basis. If you really watch the film, you'll notice they're really not targeting Quinion too much anymore. They're starting to kind of shy away from heading his way and starting to head towards that opposite corner. I mean, for real, he's really proven to, or showing to be why we chose him in the first round, proving that he's a first round pick, proving that he belongs in this league, and proving that he's one of the best in the league already as a rookie. And then as far as Cooper DeJean goes, bro, the way Fangio was using him, I was loving it, bro. Move them all over the place, blitz them, line them up in the slot, line them up in a linebacker role. It was like he was everywhere. Yeah, I mean, he didn't look out of sorts. You could tell he's getting more and more comfortable. So the more he plays, more reps he gets, it's only going to get better. Between the two of them, they had 7 targets. It was 2 catches for 24 yards and a lot of passer rating of 56.2. Cooper DeJean by himself, yeah, bro, had 6 tackles, a PBU, half a sack, bro. Like them two, they are the future. They are the future.
Sure. Very bright.
You know, the future is very bright in the cornerback room. And then, not to mention, you know, Slay goes down with a knee injury, and they put Isaiah Rodgers in. Isaiah Rodgers really hasn't played that much, you know, at outside corner here lately. You know, being out a year or so with the betting thing, but he went in there, balled out, didn't really miss a beat.
Held his own.
Keely Ringo went in there, laid the wood on the arm.
Talking about. Boy, said where you thought you was going.
Hey, barbecue's over, man. Fold them up.
Go ahead, grab the foil. You feel me?
Folded them up, bro. And then start popping his after type deal. I was like, yeah, I like to see this. He's hungry. He's hungry for sure.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That hit from a cornerback for the Eagles, I haven't seen a corner hit that hard from the Eagles since Sheldon Brown, when he put that Reggie Bush. You already know, in that division round, to put that on him. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, solid. Like you said, that set up the tone, that just gave a new, fresh energy.
It did. And I just love to see it, because like you mentioned, you know, there was a time and period where we didn't have this kind of depth in the cornerback room at all. And now we're sitting here, we're 3-4 deep at corner, you know, and it's just good to see. It's good to see, you know what I mean? Like I said, the future is bright. These guys are all still young. Out of the people we just mentioned, not Darius Slay, I believe Isaiah Rodgers might be the oldest at 26 or 27 or something to that effect.
I believe you're correct.
You know, so we still have this a nice influx of youth, of talented youth in that room. It was, like I said, it was good to see. It was truly good to see. Future bright.
It was. And just to touch back a little bit on the rookie corners, like you said, they ain't even targeting Quinion no more, bro. They coming up there, they like, oh nah, young bull got some juice. I ain't messing with him, fam. We about to go ahead and target, like you said, whoever's on the opposite side of him. They not playing, they not gambling. Like we talked multiple times, he should have had 3-4 of them things already. You feel me? So they not playing with Quinion over there. He should be defensive player of the year, like you said before, and we were talking about all pro bowl, something. You feel me? But then even with now Coop DeJean, it was just 2 plays that just made me realize, like, he's here, like he's going to be the future corner in the slot. Just the one play when he knifed through and went through the traffic of the defense in the middle of the field. For y'all who don't understand, like, playing in the slot and then trying to go through traffic on crossing routes and all that type of stuff, that's very, very hard. You see what I'm saying? Because not only do you have to keep your eyes on your man, you got to also understand what's going on in the middle of the field as well. So you got to be able to be agile and be able to be smart and be able to see the holes and gaps that you got to hit to get through all that. And for him to make that big boy play on Elijah Moore in a red zone,
Major play.
end up injuring Elijah Moore. Hopefully he's okay. But that just was a form-fitted tackle, something that we have not seen from the secondary like that. Like, I see that the young bulls they want to come up and hit. That's usually how it is. You see what I'm saying? The young bulls, they fresh, they want you feel me? But not no slight to the old heads. Some old heads come up and still hit too. But just him making that tackle was excellent. And then the second play was him on Jerry Jeudy, when Jerry Jeudy tried to give him a stutter and then give him on a fade ball. Just him in phase, him playing on Jerry Jeudy's hip, using the sideline as an extra defender, pushing Jerry Jeudy out of bounds. By the time the ball got to where Coop and Jerry Jeudy was standing out of bounds on the chalk, bro. Even if you called it Jerry Jeudy, it's still incomplete. It's just the small details, the basics, the fundamentals, trusting your feet. You see what I'm saying? And trusting not opening up too early, staying lateral and backpedaling until the receiver commits. And then once the receiver commits, that's when you go and commit and play defense. But that was a huge play. That could have been a game-changing play, especially say if Jerry Jeudy did catch it for a touchdown. But I'm just liking what I'm seeing from the young guys, bro. They just seem hungry and they just seem that they're ahead of their time. I'm excited, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's something to be excited about. It's something to be excited about, like especially on the defensive side of the ball. Where we're changing the guard. We went from being more of an older team to being a younger team, you know, and fortunately for us, the young guys who we brought in, they've actually been fairly talented. Fairly talented for real. You know what I mean? It hasn't seemed as if the moment's been too bright for them.
Right.
Truth be told. But so I'm gonna talk about Nakobe Dean real quick. You know, Nakobe Dean led the team in tackles, I believe with 12 tackles, but Nakobe misses a lot of tackles, bro. A lot of tackles. And we've seen that before, i.e. like the 49ers game where we're missing tackles left and right, dudes just running for yak all crazy. We have to shore this up. And not saying that the tackling overall as a defense was bad in this game, but if you're going to be that other stud linebacker, bro, you have to be a short tackler, especially being undersized. Yeah, I mean, speed, knowing the game, and being a short tackler are the three things, you know what I mean, as being an undersized linebacker, you should be able to hang your hat on, excuse me.
And especially being a middle linebacker.
And especially being middle, like, bro, you have to tackle, bro. In space. Yeah, bro, you have to be able to get folks down, bro. He misses a lot of tackles, and to some regard, I don't want to say it's alarming, but it's a little scary.
It is.
You know what I mean? You know? I question at times whether we should put Trot Jr. in just to see what we have there. I don't know if that'll motivate Nakobe a little bit more. As I notice when he's not the starter, he has something to prove, he goes a little harder. But I don't know. They got to tighten that up, fam.
Yeah, no, they definitely got to tighten that up. That's a great point that you brought up. Very valid point, bro. Like with him being middle linebacker, like you have to be instinctive. You have to be smart, especially if you're the green dot, bro. Like you're the captain's quote unquote for the defense. You feel me? And the fact is that you had 12 tackles, but the tackles that you're missing, you're grabbing, bro. You're not trying to go run and wrap up and run through your man and drive him to the ground. You're trying to grab jersey, grab arm, and that's why it's arm tackle. It's breaking tackles. That's why they're getting extra yak. You see what I'm saying? So, like you said, it's not hit the panic meter. You see what I'm saying? Like what's it called? But it's something that we should be mindful about, something that we should keep our eyes on. Especially with him being in the middle of the defense and manning the middle of our defense, he has to be able to make tackles, and that's Big Fangio's specialty is linebackers. So I know if we're seeing it as spectators and as fans and critics, I know that the coaches and I know that Nakobe watching film is also seeing it as well. But that's something that we do have to clean up later on in the season. You know, it starts to get cold, so more teams are going to start running the football. So by that time, we need to be making sure that we're firing on all cylinders and making sure that we're wrapping up and getting our opponents down to the ground.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But overall, look, we didn't win by big. The score doesn't reflect how the game went, because like I said, the Browns only scored one touchdown. Unfortunately, we had to block a field goal right before half that had made it at that point, I believe it was 10-10.
It was, yeah, so it was 10-3, and then what's it called? The block field goal from Myles Garrett
made it 10-10. Then they, kicked a couple more field goals afterwards or whatever. But we dominated this game. A wounded opponent. We came in there, handled business. I just want to see us continue to handle business and grow off of this. But good win overall, I feel, for the team. As a fan, good reason to be cautiously optimistic right now. Your team's moving in the right direction. It wasn't a big blowout that we all wanted to see, but a dub's a dub.
Gotta
I'll take it. I'll take it. I will surely take it.
And like you said, what's it called? Especially with AJ coming back, what's UPS slogan? What could Brown do for you? He came through, delivered, and sealed that dub for us. You feel me? And then
absolutely,
we overnight expressed shipped Cleveland back. You feel me? Yeah, bro. What's it called? So I know you wanted to touch a little bit on Nick Sirianni's antics. With Nick Sirianni, how you feel about that, man? Like that, I don't believe that's a very good look, bro.
Nah, man, it's not a good look for the simple fact, bro. You've been on the hot seat. The team really hasn't been doing that well. I know we're 3-2 now, but end of the day, bro, you have to be the grown up in the room. You're the coach. You set the standard. If you play it back out when we played the Saints, you were getting on Jalen Carter for John with fans or players or whatever the case it may be. This is one of them things where it's the Browns. You're supposed to beat them. Take your dub. Be happy. Go into the locker room, bro. The antics right now it's not warranted. In some regard, it almost gives off a sense of a lack of confidence from the head coach. Like I said, in the greats that just don't do it, man. You would never see Andy Reid do that. You would never see John Harbaugh do that.
Mike
Tomlins, you would never. These are all players, coaches type deal. He's just you have to be the grown up in the room at all times. So that's my thing on it. I mean, if we were 5-0 and last year didn't end how it ended, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe we look at it through a different lens, but that's not the case. It's been very up and down. You've been very down. You know what I'm saying?
Very down.
Down, you know what I'm saying? So, like you said, it wasn't a good look.
Yeah, for sure. And I just want to touch on it a little bit. Like you said, him, John, at the fans, it's a common occurrence. Like you said, he tried to not penalize Jalen Carter for when he was jawing at the Saints fans, but you were jawing at the Chiefs fans as well. You see what I'm saying? And we beat them in a regular season game. They won the Super Bowl, fam. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like usually contra detrimental to the team is by a player, but it just seems like it's more so with Nick Sirianni. I just feel like he needs to clean that up. I think he needs to step away from the football operations, let Kellen Moore, let Vic Fangio, let the players do what they need to do. You can be the leader and get us ready and motivated and energized. But as far as the football operations aspect, just kind of step away and let us do our thing.
I agree. Respectfully. Respectfully for sure. It's just that's not your cup of tea, bro. Yeah, like I said, you're the motivator now. Motivate the team, have your guys ready to go, be ready situationally. But as far as the play calling, it's been proven that's not your thing. Respectfully. Like I said, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, stay out of them rooms.
For sure. Stay out. Do not be in the decision making.
Yeah.
Not do any decision making, bro. Take it light on your brain, bro. Take it easy.
Straight up. Be the rah-rah guy. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah, man. For sure.
But yeah,
bro,
that's really how I kind of sit on that one, though.
Clear and cut, bro. We're gonna give it to you straightforward. You feel me? But before we wrap up the video, Big Huss, I want to thank y'all, the new subscribers, our loyal subscribers. Thank y'all for coming to the channel and supporting us. Make sure y'all go birds in that like button. Make sure y'all go birds in that comment section. Make sure y'all go birds in that subscribe button. And make sure y'all go buzzing that Liberty Bell looking thingy, also known as the notification bell, so you don't miss when Swoop comes in with all the Eagles news and updates. All right. We appreciate the support, but we're energized. We love making this great content for y'all. You see what I'm saying? Putting together our brand and everything like that. We definitely appreciate the support. So make sure y'all subscribing and keep checking in with us.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Peace and love, man. Appreciate y'all continuing to support. We can continue to strive for greatness and keep building this community, man.
Brick by brick, like we always say, Big Huss.
Man, y'all, you already know, gang.
Brick by brick.
Hey, man, I'm Big Husk, okay?
And it's your boy, Mr. Owens.
Hey, man, this is the Main Thing podcast, where we keep the main thing the main thing. You feel me?
Don't play
straight
around.
Up, straight up. Not at all. Y'all know what it is, Eagle Nation. Hope y'all having a great week. We're gonna touch on this Giants game we got coming up here in the next video, and stay tuned.
Stay blessed. Stay blessed. And we out, man.
Y'all know the vibes.
It was I was gonna make a lot of money doing what I wanted to do. I went after it, and it was a struggle to achieve it. But you know what? I caught that bitch. Dream chaser.